Hey guys, we're back with another election prediction video. This time we're doing the monthly prediction of Joe Biden versus Donald Trump in this moment of time in the month of July. So at this point, Biden's approval rating still is not recovering. However, Trump and Biden pretty much have very similar levels of unpopularity with American voters. I mean, you look at the favorability polls on Real Clear Politics, they're nearly the same with unfavorability numbers. However, Trump is just slightly ahead just because he isn't president right now, and he just isn't getting blamed for doing things because he's out of office. So that's one reason why Biden's approvals are down. Plus, gas prices and the economy and inflation also have to do with Biden's approval rating, or favorability rating being slightly lower than Trump's, which is bad news for Joe Biden. But a lot of the disapproval is coming from young Democrats, really, who are approving other Democrats on other issues. Like they approve of the governors, but they really disapprove of Joe Biden. So we're going to go through this state by state, and let's get right into this. First few states I'm rating: Ohio and Iowa. These states aren't even going to be swing states in the 2024 election if this is, in fact, the matchup. I really highly doubt Biden can get these states even competitive or under 10%. I think Trump will win these both by around 10 to 11 points, each of them. Texas, I don't see Biden winning the state. He has a pretty bad approval rating here. I think Trump's going to be carrying this by a likely margin. Same with Florida as well. I think Trump's going to win by 5.5 to 6% in the state of Florida. Biden doesn't have the best approval with Latino voters, and that's really going to hurt him in a state like Florida. Let's move on to Virginia, Colorado, New Mexico, which I think Biden would carry each by likely margin, I would say. I would say you would get the traditional Democrats to show up here. He won these states by over 10% the last time, but I think they'll shift 3 points or 4 points to the right this time. The next few states we're going to be doing, let's see here. Let's do North Carolina and Georgia, which I both think will be Trump victories. North Carolina will be a 4% Trump victory, while Georgia will definitely be under 1%, just because Georgia is still trending Democratic just every year so far, and I still think that trend's going to hold. However, I do think Biden will probably lose this state just because he'll lose out on those swing voters in those suburbs, which he crushed it with last time in 2020. It's just because of the economy, really, that he's going to be losing the state to Trump in 2024 so far. Let's head to the Rust Belt, or actually New Hampshire, Maine. Maine, I think it'll go down to a lean margin, while Maine's second be won by Donald Trump, probably by a solid margin. New Hampshire, on the other hand, I think it'll be a narrow Joe Biden victory. There's a recent poll that showed DeSantis being Trump in the Republican primary here in this state, and it showed DeSantis up against Joe Biden. But when it was Biden versus Trump in that same poll, it showed Biden up by Trump because Trump is pretty hated in the state of New Hampshire. So I think Biden will be able to pull off a victory in a swing state, which is one of the few victories he'll have this election. And Nebraska second as well. I really don't think Trump's the right candidate to win in this district. It likes more moderate types of politicians like Joe Biden. Trump's a bit too far right to win this district. The state of Minnesota, I also see it narrowly going into Joe Biden's camp here by around a margin of 3%, I would say. Biden will win against Trump. However, the state of Wisconsin and Pennsylvania, I see both of them going towards Trump in an election scenario like this. Biden has truly awful approval ratings in both these states. Even in Michigan, I think he would probably end up losing, but it'll be a bit closer. It's a bit more Democratic than Wisconsin and Pennsylvania by a tilt margin. Now, the last few states, Arizona and Nevada. Arizona, I see voting for Trump by about a 2% margin. I see Trump winning here, just because I think those moderate Republicans, even ones that don't really like Trump, are probably more inclined to vote for Trump or just Republicans in general, just because Biden's approvals on the economy are pretty bad in the state of Arizona. The state of Nevada, I also see Trump winning that and just ending off the election prediction like this. Popular vote, I think Biden still beats Trump by about a percentage or two, but he'll largely end up losing this election just because of his ineffectiveness of winning swing states and Democrats' lack of an advantage with the Electoral College. So let me know what you think of this prediction video in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.